Hey everybody, welcome back to the Thinking Crypto channel. Guys, I have some very big news that you should be aware of. We're going to talk about Binance and the hits that keep coming their way. They're getting hit from all directions from regulatory agencies around the globe. And just recently, Barclays said, hey, we're not going to fund your customers' accounts. So this is a big hit, and it's in a line of series of news that's been coming out saying, hey, we're not going to allow Binance to operate here, and so on and so forth. Now, I'll give you the details because I want to make sure I give you the facts, right? And you see this holistically. But there is some reason for concern here because we don't know which other countries are going to jump in and say, hey, Binance, hit the brakes, you can't operate here, right? So we're going to go through all of that, and even going back to the years before when Binance was facing some headwinds from other governments and agencies around the world. Also, we have some bullish news out of Ukraine, and eBank will be offering Bitcoin trading coming up very soon. And could Grayscale investors, when they are ready to sell off their shares and they have to buy back Bitcoin, could that cause a pump? We're going to break it down. Before I get into it, please go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment below, and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Guys, this video is brought to you by OKCoin, which has the lowest fees around. Why pay high fees? Use OKCoin Crypto Exchange to buy your crypto. Link in the description. Also, please sign up for my free weekly newsletter. Link in the description. 100% free. All crypto insights and knowledge. So guys, the Bitcoin stock to flow model, where are we at? Are we still on track? What is happening, right, with this big correction that we have? Well, Plan B gave an update. He said here, looks like I was too early dismissing diminishing returns scenario. In fact, this will be the key question next 6 months. One, was 64,000 the top, and will we oscillate between $25,000 to $50,000? Two, or was 64,000 not the top, and will the bull market resume towards the stock to flow model price predictions of between 100,000 and 288,000? He said, my money is on two. I concur. I agree with that. I think we have not hit the peak here. We have not hit the top, and looking at previous market cycles and the data and trends, there's still another bull run leg left in this market. Some people are thinking super cycle. I personally don't think it's going to be super cycle. I think it's going to hit its peak. It's certainly going to be an extended cycle. I think definitely a lengthening cycle here that we've been seeing from the previous bull runs. Each bull run gets a bit longer and some diminishing returns. Now, diminishing returns does not mean you're not going to make money, but you're not going to make maybe the same 1,000x or 100x that you saw in the previous bull markets. You might just make 10 to 12x this time around, which is still great. You're making money, right? But you have to, keep it realistic here, and this is why I try to share these macro level charts with you. Now, something else you want to take a look at as far as data, as far as what's happening in this bull market. Well, what does Google Trends, what does Google Search say? Because a lot of people, when things are heating up in the bull market, they start searching Dogecoin, Bitcoin, XRP, whatever it is, right? And Google searches for Bitcoin look more like the first half of 2017's bull market than the end. We are just getting started, stated Bitcoin Archive on Twitter. So here's the screenshot. You see, we haven't hit that full peak as far as if on a scale of 100 searches for Bitcoin and so on and so forth. And you can go look this data up, by the way. This is on Google Trends. So another indicator that we haven't hit our full potential yet for this bull market. So that leaves me to believe that we still have another leg up. Now, here's the big news. Binance is disappointed by Barclays' unilateral action to block customer payments. A Binance spokesperson reiterated to Cointelegraph that the Financial Conduct Authority's recent edict only applied to Binance Markets Limited, or BML, which is a separate legal entity from the main global exchange that operates through Binance.com. So this is another hit among a series of hits that's been coming to the crypto exchange Binance. And let me take you back a few years. So I've been here in the market since 2016. And since 2017 or so, Binance was facing pushback from regulators around the globe. They've kept moving around. They bounced from China to Malta to different places, right? To eventually not having a headquarters where they're fully remote and they've been operating around the globe. And I was using Binance.com back in the day. But as they face regulatory pushback, they moved out of the United States. Now, some of you may say, dude, what about Binance US? Well, Binance US is not an actual Binance company. They're doing business as DBA, Binance US, but it's BAM Trading Services that's actually operating the business. So not too many people know about this, but going back, once again, years, these are some of the things Binance had to do to allow users to still use some level of their product, right? Now, globally, for the most part, they've been able to operate and do well. And I want to make sure I give you the full picture here. I am not an anti-CZ, anti-Binance person, and this is not a hit piece. I've interviewed CZ 2 times, guys, over the past year. 1 year ago, I interviewed him around the time they acquired CoinMarketCap. And then around their 3-year anniversary and the launch of their mining pool, I interviewed them. So I respect CZ as an entrepreneur and the stuff he's done. He's a really cool guy. Once again, having interviewed him, pretty humble as well. But what is actually happening here? Well, I talked about this years ago. When you have the likes of Fidelity, Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley jumping in, they're not going to allow an exchange like Binance to just operate willy-nilly, right? In a sense that, okay, they don't have their regulatory certificates or approvals. They're going to have a big target on them. And now you're seeing what's happening. There is a cleanup of the crypto market that's taking place. It started with Tether. Now it went to Bitcoin mining, and we see the move from the move to clean energy mining. Now it's time to clean up the exchanges. So Binance and anybody else are going to start facing headwinds. Get your affairs in order, or you will be banned. Now, they're not fully banned. It's not the full exchange that's banned. It's certain parts like derivatives trading, their markets limited, and so on and so forth. So that is what's happening, my friends. So I don't think Binance is going to go out of business. I don't think Binance is going to get banned like completely, like you can't use it. Rather, they're going to be forced to be regulated and get their licenses. And once again, the news is coming from all over, right? They even mentioned that they're not going to be able to operate in Ontario, Canada. And then obviously the UK is giving them problems. And here the Financial Times covered it. They said Binance crackdown, regulators tussle with Wild West of crypto. So essentially, the cleanup is happening. You see, you can't have politicians, world governments, huge investment firms involved in crypto, and then you have some of the wild west things happening, right? They want to make sure everything's regulated, they're getting their tax money, everything is licensed, and so on and so forth. That is what's happening. So expect to see more hits coming Binance's way. But once again, I don't think this is going to put them out of business or anything like that. I think it's they better get their affairs in order, or they will get shut down. But I don't think they're gonna go against the regulators. I think if you remember what happened to Kim.com of Mega Upload, CZ, no matter where he goes, they will find him, right? Because when it comes to money, my friends, they will come after you. And I would hate to see that happen to CZ. Once again, I think he's a nice guy. I've interviewed him. I think they will get in line. And, Binance US, once again, operating via BAM Trading Services, they just hired Brian Brooks from the OCC, or formerly from the OCC. So I think they're trying to get their affairs in order here. But obviously, we will see more headlines like this. They're going to go after him. So we'll see what Binance does. I mean, I would hate to see them go out of business or something happen, but I think they will get in line and fix this. So just so you know what's happening, there's a cleanup of the market. Once again, it started with Tether. It went to Bitcoin mining, and now it's going to go for all exchanges. We saw it with Bitmex, right? Arthur Hayes. He was talking shit on Twitter, and then they went and got him. Once again, I hope CZ does the right thing, because they will go get him. They will fly in a SWAT team coming in, a helicopter, whatever it is, just like they did to Kim.com. They roll up in his mansion overseas, right? You can't, the big boys are here. Wall Street is here. Governments are here. There's no way to escape it. In the Wild West days, back in 2016, 2017, 2018, you could have got away with it. Now, you better get in line. So once again, not really cause for alarm unless Binance doesn't cooperate. If they do, I think they will be fine. Now, Ukraine e-bank plans to offer Bitcoin trading in July. Monobank is seeking approval from the National Bank of Ukraine to launch its Bitcoin debit card later this month. Guys, it's happening globally. Banks, stock exchanges, investment funds, hedge funds, everybody is jumping in. And as I've stated many times, that's what makes this asset class amazing. And it will make it the greatest asset class ever because there are no more gatekeepers. You can be anywhere in the world. You have internet connection. You can go buy Bitcoin and crypto, whatever you want, right? And you can put as little as $50, $20, and you're part of the asset class. There's never been anything like that where globally everybody can participate in the same asset and you can see it and we're all tied together and it's on the blockchain, right? I mean, sure, you may say, well, what about gold? I mean, everybody around the world has gold. Yeah, but not the easy access, not the connection. Because, yes, what if somebody in some country in Africa has gold? I don't know that. But if with Bitcoin and the crypto market, with everything on the blockchain, I could know, well, this X amount of Bitcoin is held in this country and whatever it is, right? You're part of that that asset class. It's amazing. And that brings so much money and value to the asset class. And that's why I think higher prices are coming. So as the Ukrainian government progresses with the cryptocurrency related legislation, a major local e-bank is preparing to launch a debit card feature featuring Bitcoin trading. Ukrainian online banking application Monobank has completed a pilot integration with a cryptocurrency trading platform. Monobank co-founder Oleg Gorokovsky, oh my gosh, sorry man, I butchered your name, announced Monday. According to the executive, the new integration will enable Monobank users to buy and sell Bitcoin with a debit card. Monobank expects to release the new feature later this month, pending approval from the National Bank of Ukraine, Gorovsky noted, and once again, I butchered his name. So, once again, we are seeing stock exchanges, banks, everybody's setting up shop. And you have to really zoom out and look at this because the price is not doing much right now. We are in a correction, and noobs and the rookies in the markets and the people who are short-term holders are running for the hills. Like, oh my God, the Bitcoin price crashed 50%. And these guys are setting up shop when the price crashed 50%. They are accumulating, buying the dips. In yesterday's video, we talked about data that shows that the whales are accumulating. They've been buying. It's funny when this is happening, when people are distracted because of the holiday weekend here in the United States. So things are progressing, my friends. Now, check this out. Could this cause a pump in the market? Investors cashing out of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust might bring market boost. Investors who locked in borrowed coins will need to repurchase those to repay the loan, cryptocurrency pundits say. So could this spark something? Maybe, guys. Some digital asset analysts and investors say it's possible some of these investors might need to enter the market to buy Bitcoin to repay cryptocurrency loans they used to finance their original purchases of GBTC shares. Here's a quote: "Lots of bearish chatter around GBTC unlocks whilst conveniently ignoring that in-kind subscriptions funded by debt will ultimately translate into spot buying," crypto services provider Amber Group tweeted. We shall see. It is set to happen this month, and we'll see what happens, guys. You know, it's hard to predict. Maybe this will give us some momentum to break out upwards and maybe go to 40,000. Right? I don't think this is going to take us to 100,000, but could it take us to 40? That's certainly possible, right? But we shall see. We have to be cautiously optimistic and see where the market takes us. Although I do believe from a macro level, we're going to see higher highs this year. When that happens, as far as what date, month, or whatever, that's hard to tell, right? Unless you can predict the future. But guys, what do you think about this news? Are you in agreement with me that Binance will be okay if they play ball? And I think we're going to see they're going to get pushback. This is the ultimate cleanup, I think, because we are going fully mainstream, fully regulated. And I think things like this can also help get a Bitcoin ETF approved in the United States. So leave your thoughts and comments below, hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.